All right, so the next statistic we got to talk about, let's talk about wins above replacement. We call it
War.
war. It's
Yeah.
vital in today's
It
game. Nobody
it is.
is
It's so
it,
funny that war is like the stat because it is
yeah.
so hard to calculate. Like it is like
Oh yeah.
impossible if you don't have a supercomputer, it feels like. Because
So
there's so
check it
much that
out.
goes into it.
I'm going to tell you what the equation is, okay?
Do it.
It's batting runs plus base running runs plus fielding runs plus positional adjustment. Nobody knows what that means. Plus league adjustment, even more vague and unapparent. And then replacement runs. I don't even know what that means. You multiply, you add all those up, and then it becomes parenthetical. So you're going to multiply it against the division of runs per win. So,
Yeah. So easy.
oh
No,
yeah, a
but
caveman could do it,
here's the
right?
thing. Here's the thing that I want to clarify with war is that it is not like it's wins above replacement, but it is not the comparison of your starting center fielder over his backup. Like they're not saying like let me look up Mike Trout real quick cuz he is like
Great.
I always call him the god of war because he always leads the league in war because he's amazing and used to for a long time. I was like, well, of course he's leading the league in. Before I actually understood war, I was like, of course he's leading the league in war because the Angels aren't worried about getting a good center fielder because they got Mike Trout for however long, But
Yeah.
that's not actually how it works, right? You
Right. No,
gotta.
no, no,
There's
it's
a bunch
not.
that goes into it. Production, the fact that you're driving in runs. He's got a WAR of 1.4 this season,
Yeah.
um,
And that's
which
not even
seems
the
low
best
to
in
me.
baseball right now.
No, it's not. But it seems low to me. But also, he's not. He doesn't have anybody to drive in. He's driving in himself. Um,
That's right.
but yeah, like that's one thing that's really cool is that it takes into account how's he hitting with guys on base, what's he doing once he gets on base, how is he defensively, is he saving runs or is he giving up runs by the way he plays defensively, things like that. It's actually a really cool stat when you understand, you know, this is what all goes into it, and
Yeah.
this is how you can compare one against another. So
Yeah.
I used to
No,
hate it
I
because I thought it was
agree.
dumb, and then when I learned how it worked, I was like, oh yeah, that's real cool.
Yeah, so the
So
reason everybody's all hot and bothered about war, in case you don't know, is because it attempts to effectively compare your effectiveness on the field holistically and to take into consideration things like defense. And that's a really,
mhm.
really hard thing to calculate and effectively measure. But yeah, this is what this stat attempts to do. Offensive and
Mhm.
defensive combined, your presence on the field when your team won or not, all that stuff.
Yeah, because if you think about it, especially, and this is an especially important stat for MVP award, because like we said, I mean, as a Mariners fan, anytime Mike Trout steps up to the plate, okay, I'm worried about a home run. Okay, he hit
Sure.
a single. Well, he's going to be on second in a couple seconds here because he's going to steal the base.
He's going to
And
steal a
then
base. Yeah,
Mike Trout on second, well, that's dangerous because all they have to do is hit a blooper and he's scoring because he's so fast.
that's
Like
right.
it puts that kind of worry of a guy that you're seeing on the field into numbers, which, like I
I
said, is awesome.
It's not worry, Brad. It's worry.
Oh,
Oh,
oh man, that's a pun. We've been teaching Wilson
whoa!
about puns lately, and so he's like trying all the time to make all these punny jokes, and he
They're
gets it
bad.
sometimes, but most of the time he doesn't because he's six. But
They're all, yeah, it's all bad.
yeah,